Stop. If you think dribbling is about stepovers, elasticos, or how fast you can move your feet, close this video right now, because what I'm about to show you has nothing to do with fancy flicks or YouTube compilations. The truth? Most players fail at dribbling not because they lack skill, but because they've been taught to fight the defender. And that's exactly what elite players never do. They don't fight, they manipulate. They create a question the defender can't answer. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to do that every single time you touch the ball. In the next 10 minutes, you're going to learn the 3 psychological weapons that separate Sunday League dribblers from players who make defenders look stupid. Not tricks, weapons, mental tools that professionals use to control space, time, and decision-making before they even touch the ball. And when you walk onto that pitch this weekend, you won't just beat defenders, you'll make them beat themselves. Let's begin. There's a concept that almost nobody talks about called the hesitation principle, and it sounds simple until you realize it's the foundation of every great dribbler's game. Here's the definition. Hesitation is the strategic removal of your own momentum to create doubt in your opponent's mind. Most players think dribbling is about speed, but watch Lionel Messi. Watch closely. He doesn't blow past defenders with pace, he slows down. Right when you expect him to explode, he stops, and in that half-second pause, the defender's brain short-circuits. Think about the 2015 Copa America final. Messi receives the ball near the halfway line, 3 Chilean defenders surrounding him. He takes 2 touches forward, then suddenly decelerates, his body weight shifting backward just slightly. The first defender lunges. Messi hasn't even moved yet. 1 touch to the side, he's gone. The second defender commits. Another pause, another exit. By the time he reaches the third man, that player is already mentally defeated, frozen between closing down and backing off. Messi walks past him like he's not even there. That's not skill, that's psychological warfare. Here's how you train it. Set up 5 cones in a straight line 2 meters apart. Dribble toward the first cone at 70% speed. 1 meter before you reach it, drop your speed to 30% for exactly 2 steps. Don't stop completely, just decelerate. Then explode past the cone at full speed. Repeat this at every cone. The rhythm is fast, slow, explode. Fast, slow, explode. Your body needs to learn that hesitation isn't weakness, it's the setup. Do this for 5 minutes every session, and I promise you defenders will start lunging before you even move. Why does this work? Because the human brain is wired to predict movement based on momentum. When you suddenly remove that momentum, the defender's prediction fails. They're forced to guess, and the moment they guess, you've already won. The defender isn't reacting to what you're doing anymore, they're reacting to what they think you're going to do. And that's the game. Remember this, hesitation creates the question. Explosion is the answer they never see coming. Now let's talk about something that changed my entire understanding of one-on-one situations. It's called the angle shift, and the definition is this: the deliberate manipulation of your body's orientation to force the defender into a directional commitment before you move. Most players try to dribble in straight lines or obvious diagonals, but elite players, they attack angles the defender doesn't expect. Neymar is the master of this. Watch him at Barcelona, at PSG, anywhere. When he receives the ball and a defender approaches, he doesn't square up. He opens his body at a 45-degree angle, sometimes even turning his back slightly to the defender. It looks casual, but it's a trap, because now the defender has to choose. Do I force him inside or outside? The moment they commit to one side, Neymar's already shifted the angle again, and suddenly the defender is chasing a shadow. There's a specific moment against PSG in 2017, when Neymar was still at Barcelona. He receives the ball on the left wing, defender closing him down hard. Instead of taking the obvious route down the line, Neymar opens his hips, body angled toward the center. The defender bites, shifting his weight inside to block the cut. Neymar feels it, doesn't even look up, and in one motion flicks the ball outside with his left foot, his body following a split second later. The defender is still turning when Neymar is 5 meters ahead. That's not pace, that's angles. Here's your drill. Find a partner or use a mannequin. Stand facing them them, ball at your feet. Now, before you even touch the ball, rotate your hips 45 degrees to the left. Hold that position for 1 second. Then, take your first touch to the right. The defender will lean the wrong way every single time because your body told them a lie. Repeat this 10 times each side, then reverse it. Hips right, touch left. Train your body to send false information. That's the angle shift. That's how you create space that shouldn't exist. The science here is simple but brutal. Defenders read hips, shoulders, and foot positioning to predict direction. When you manipulate those markers before your first touch, you're essentially hacking their defensive instincts. They're not reacting to the ball anymore, they're reacting to your body. And by the time they realize the body lied, you're gone. One touch, one lie, one gone. That's the angle shift in 3 words. The third weapon is something I call the dead space touch, and this is where most players completely miss the point of dribbling. Here's the definition: a touch deliberately placed into the space where the defender cannot reach without committing a foul or losing balance. You're not trying to get past the defender, you're trying to make the defender choose between giving you space or giving you a free kick. Either way, you win. Eden Hazard built his entire career on this. When he was at Chelsea, defenders hated playing against him. Not because he was fast, not because he did skills, but because he was impossible to tackle cleanly. He'd receive the ball, feel the defender approaching, and instead of pushing the ball forward into open space, he'd knock it sideways into the tiny gap between the defender's legs and their center of gravity. The defender had 2 options: pull out of the challenge or crash into Hazard. Most of the time, they crashed, free kick. And even when they didn't, Hazard had already shifted into the space they vacated. Think about the 2018 World Cup, Belgium versus Brazil. Hazard gets the ball near the corner flag, 2 Brazilian defenders converging. He doesn't try to beat them down the line. Instead, he takes a touch directly into the body of the nearest defender, but just off center, into the dead space on their left hip. The defender can't tackle without fouling. Hazard spins off the contact, draws the foul, and Belgium keeps possession in a dangerous area. That touch wasn't lucky, it was calculated, it was a weapon. Here's how you train it. Have a partner apply light pressure as you dribble. Your job is to take touches not away from them, but toward them, specifically aiming for the space just beside their plant foot or just behind their leading leg. You're trying to touch the ball into zones where they can't react without overcommitting. Do this in tight 5-meter squares, 10 touches each. Feel where the dead space is. It changes with every defender, every angle, but once you find it, you control the entire situation. Why does this work? Because defenders are trained to win the ball. When you place the ball in dead space, they're forced to make a decision under pressure with no good outcome. If they go for it, they foul. If they don't, you've created separation. Either way, you dictate the next phase of play. That's control. That's mastery. The ball into the void is the touch they can't take. Now let's talk about what most players never understand about dribbling. Dribbling isn't about you versus the defender. It's about you versus the defender's mind. Every touch you take, every shift in your body weight, every hesitation, you're not trying to beat them physically, you're trying to create a problem they can't solve mentally. Because here's the truth about defending. It's reactive. The attacker always moves first. The attacker always has the advantage. But most players throw that advantage away by being predictable, by doing what the defender expects. The 3 principles you just learned, hesitation, angle shift, and dead space, they're not tricks, they're languages. And when you speak them fluently, defenders stop reading you, they start guessing. And the moment a defender guesses, you've already won. So this week, I want you to do something different. Don't go into your next game trying to beat 5 players. Go into it trying to create 1 moment of doubt in one defender's mind. Just one. Make them hesitate when you hesitate. Make them lean the wrong way when you shift your angle. Make them choose between fouling you or letting you go. Create that moment. Feel it, and then build on it. Because dribbling like a pro isn't about being Messi or Neymar or Hazard. It's about understanding what they understand. It's about seeing the game the way they see it, not as a physical battle, but as a psychological one. And once you see it that way, everything changes. If you want to go even deeper, I've put together a free training guide with advanced variations of these drills, plus video breakdowns of pro players using these exact principles in real matches. Link is in the description. Download it, study it, apply it. And if you're serious about taking your game to the next level, join our Discord community, where we break down match footage, share training plans, and help each other get better every single day. This weekend, when you step on that pitch, remember, you're not just a player anymore, you're a problem the defender can't solve. Now go make them prove it.